Hello there.
Hello there.
And welcome to Corellian Chinwag, part of the What If Qui-Gon Didn't Die podcast. My name's Jamie.
And my name, sir, is Shaun.
A pleasure to talk to you once again.
Oh, mate. We always say this after a little break, but it's so good to see you.
Yeah.
We've had a week and a half now?
It's been just about a week and a half, yeah.
Oh, my goodness me. Like withdrawal symptoms.
I know.
Looking at the calendar. When's podcast? I'll message him just to make sure it is Thursday.
I've just been looking out the window and it's been raining and I've just been feeling sad, but we're here.
We're here now, yeah. Oh, it's very good to see you. How you been?
Well, very good. So, just so new listeners know where we are.
Yeah, let's give them what they want. Give the listeners what they want.
This is our little catch-up session. This is where we just have a little bit of smack and cheese. We just see what we've been up to and
set the world to rights.
Yeah, and give you a little peek behind the curtain.
Oh, Jamie. How I've missed you, sir. Oh no, yeah. This is the little episode, people. This is our Friday episode. Enjoy it for what it is.
Good.
Yeah, I hope you're feeling good. It's been we'll have to mention the weather quick. It's very hot in the UK right now, specifically Hampshire in that little horrible valley called Tess Valley.
And specifically in this little box room, which is very well insulated. But when it's already warm, we're just sitting here, a couple of sweaty guys.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. We do shower. But for your audio quality, we shut the windows, you see, so that you don't get the road outside.
Yeah, windows shut, doors shut, proper studio conditions in here now.
I'm going to leave here with a six-pack and a veiny, bulgy arm.
Just one.
Yeah, just the one, where I'm just constantly playing with this arm of the chair like that. But yeah, how you been, though?
I've been very good. I've just been away for a week. I went up to see the old parents, took the kids up there.
Nice.
It was very nice, very nice. We had a great time.
Yeah.
Lovely to see them.
It's nice to be there for a solid week. Now the school holidays have started as well. That's very nice, and I bet your mum and dad were glad to see you, and take the kids off your hands for a bit, and you're like that. Peace.
Yeah.
Go out with Nanny and Grandad for the day. See ya.
Well, I was working, so it was quite handy.
Yeah.
That they were about to help out, which I really did appreciate. I did try and get some time off of work, but it's not that sort of work. It's kind of
it's when when you get the Avengers call.
Yeah, that's
you're
it.
Like that.
When
the Avengers log on.
When Commissioner Gordon calls,
yeah,
and the bat phones are ringing,
you are putting your cape on, aren't you?
Batman has to answer.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, even if he's halfway through his dinner, he's like,
that's it.
Alfred, warm up for me later.
And we had this exact issue. Last night.
Yeah,
watching Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, and
about 10 minutes in, I get a call going, We've got an emergency. We need some firefighting, Dad. Are you near your computer? I was like, 5 minutes. I was just having an ice cream.
Yeah.
Just finish this ice cream and then I'll be off. Yeah, no, it's good, and I'm enjoying what I'm doing. But it is, I've got a lot more flexibility with this job, but with that flexibility also comes
great responsibility.
Yeah, and evenings sometimes I do need to just get back on, jump on the computer quickly, and just tap away for 5 minutes. That's the trade-off, but it's a good trade-off, and I'm happy with it.
No, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're happy with it. And there's got to be some flexibility if you went up to your mum and dad's and was able to work and see your parents and your kiddies and all of that. It's a nice little job to, you work. You work within your life. You don't live within your work, do you?
Well, exactly, and. Yeah, I couldn't have done it otherwise. I did have the time off. I had the time off booked anyway from my old conventional previous job.
Yeah. So
I would have gone up and I would have had nothing going on, which would have been nice. Possibly some people might think that would be better. But, this way all I had to do was just go, I can't work Wednesday when I'm travelling.
Yeah.
And when I get there, I can do some work.
Yeah.
And I don't get holiday pay anymore. That's kind of the self-employed life, I guess. But
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
you know, that's fine. And like I say, it's all trade-off, and I'm happy overall.
Yeah, and that is the main point, isn't it?
And next year when I disappear for 2 weeks to go on holiday,
Yeah.
and I just do a bit of work in the morning, and that's it.
You
Job
can just
done.
travel and do whatever it is you want to do in the afternoon.
As we say to each other, got laptop, we'll travel.
Yeah, that's it.
So
That's it. That's what laptops were made for.
yeah. So we had a good time. We obviously spent some time together with my parents, my kids. They did go out on little adventures together.
Nice.
Whilst I was stuck working. They've got a lovely back garden as well. And apart from at the start when we first got there, where it was a little miserable, there was a little bit of rain. This time last year when we went, it rained near enough every day.
Did it?
It did, yeah. But
It was a rainy July,
wasn't it?
last year? Yeah.
But this year, apart from a couple of days at the start, we had just glorious sunshine.
There you go.
They've got a lovely garden. We're out there playing various games and whatever, and
yeah,
they've got a swing ball set, which my youngest was obsessed with.
Dad, can you just stand a bit closer?
Yeah, had all the rest of the family turn up as well on one day, and they just various people popped in and out, and it was nice to sort of to catch up with everybody and
yeah, of course,
sort of see a family which I don't normally see.
Yeah,
as I live out here all on my lonesome.
Down south with all the little muggers.
Yeah. So other than that, it's I've not really done loads and loads of stuff.
Oh, okay. Just been a busy boy otherwise, haven't you?
Yeah, just been being part of the family, I guess.
Being part of the family. Yeah.
But it's good. But I'm actually more interested in what you've been up to.
Oh, yeah. I've got a fair bit, actually. I did some notes. I've actually got quite a bit to talk about.
I know we're quite early on into the episode, and I've sort of shifted away from what I've been up to. Yeah. Because there's not a lot. But I know you've got something interesting to talk about.
Shauny's been busy, isn't he? All right, a couple of things. Let's start with the... I'll do it in kind of an order. All right.
Go for it.
Boring thing out the way first. I went back on the YouTube and uploaded a couple of our reels.
Yes.
So I've been doing a little bit of admin. I don't think all of the titles have saved properly, though, because when I was scrolling through on my own personal YouTube, it's not all sort of saved properly. So you'll see some videos with a funny title where I've just chucked something in there quick and then updated it, but it seems like it hasn't updated it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there are some more stuff on YouTube. People, if you ever see a What If Qui-Gon reel on the YouTube, just give it a like, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a bit of an admin I did on one of the sweaty hot nights with a fan on me back.
I knew it was happening because I was getting emails come through saying
YouTube login
not available in certain regions.
Yeah, where the music I use for the
yeah.
reels. Very politically run is YouTube and Insta and all of that stuff. Yeah, but so it was my dad's birthday on Sunday. So on Friday we went to watch Wolverine and Deadpool, or Deadpool and Wolverine, as it were, as it actually is.
Yeah,
great film. Not one for kids, as per the other two.
Well, we knew that from the trailer, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we watched what film did we watch where the trailer was on? Really testing us now because I can't remember.
Wasn't that The Matrix?
Oh, yes, that was The Matrix.
25 years.
Yes.
Was it 25 years?
Yeah, it's been 25 years.
Yeah, 25 years. Matrix thing in the cinema, and the trailer was on there. We already knew that there'd be swearing and stuff in the film.
Yeah, and I said to you after watching the trailer, I'm not sure if that's going to be any good, if they're just putting all the funny, shocking bits in the trailer to get people to watch it.
Yeah.
Or if it's actually going to be good, because Deadpool's kind of it is a bit more adult than all the other Marvel stuff is.
Oh yeah, like by like a slingshot. yeah.
But I was concerned that watching the trailer that it was just being shocking, because it was probably one of the sweariest trailers I've ever seen.
Oh, for sure, for a film, sure. Yeah.
And I didn't know if it was just doing that for shock value to get people in.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I don't want to spoil the film too much, especially because a few people haven't seen it, like yourself. It is quite sweary.
Yeah.
But then Deadpool number 2, was very sweary compared to the first, but you sort of forget about it because you get sort of moulded in with the characters. You sort of go, oh, well, they swear a lot anyway, and you don't remember the first film because they didn't swear as much, but you go, that's their character.
You just get used to them, though, don't you?
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, it's a very good film. We were talking about this before we actually started recording, but they've actually, because Disney's brought Fox, or the rights to Deadpool within Fox anyway. So that means all the X-Men and stuff like that, and all of the old stuff which was 20th Century Fox. It's done very well from a lore perspective.
Yeah,
and it's like a film within a film because they've done this sort of Marvel film, and it's got loads of fights and cool stuff, and this and that, and there's obviously a crossover sort of. They've paid for the rights to use Wolverine. Obviously, that's why he's in the film, and Deadpool's in a fit, and then whatever, and it's all on Disney Plus now. Blah blah blah. But it's like he's taken the mick out of Disney buying Fox within his own film. Because of certain things that he does. It's very good. I won't say much more about it because
it's always been very fourth wall breaking, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, and he is in the comics, which is actually another really cool thing.
Yeah.
And he's very lore accurate as well. Like some of the things that are in the film, you go, oh, I've never seen that before. However, there are some bits you go, that is actually from a comic.
Yeah.
And what they're doing there is from the comic. It's like in Deadpool 2 when... Scorchfist, whatever the kid likes to be called, that little New Zealand kid. He obviously blasts him at the end, and when he stands up, he's all covered in soot. So he's grey and black. There is a Deadpool from the comics, which is grey and black, and he's an X-Force.
Okay.
So because that whole film is about him building X-Force and stuff, when he stands up and he's all covered in soot, there's a quick, microsecond of him looking at the camera, and he's done that
on purpose
to look like the Deadpool from that film. Loads of little things like that in there. Very good film. Highly recommend. Don't take your kids. But yeah, Hugh Jackman as
the Wolverine.
They've actually played it off really well to get Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine in the film, and he's a great actor, and I hope he had fun with it, because obviously Logan was like a farewell. Logan was an amazing film and something we've never seen from a superhero film before, but they've kind of done it a bit different, and it actually works really well. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say on it. Make sure you watch it. If you want to watch it, I'll go watch it again with you.
Okay.
All right, I've already said to Alex Teacher that we'd go, so if you want to go with us lot,
well, let's discuss this after the record.
We'll sort a little plan out.
Yeah.
Okay. And then for Dad's actual birthday, we went to the Viking festival that I've been growing my hair for.
Now, this is what I'm excited about.
Yeah, it was so cool, man.
First of all, you sent me some pictures.
Yeah.
I knew you were going. We've discussed it. We know it was happening.
Yeah.
You sent me some pictures of you being there and your dad as well. And you both look phenomenal.
Yeah, dressed up.
Yeah.
And
what I really liked was not everybody was dressed up.
Yeah, exactly. Some people didn't dress up.
No.
Literally, it was like we didn't have to dress up.
No.
We just went.
But I appreciated your effort.
Yeah.
And you grew your hair all nice and long, and you got yourself a big bushy beard.
Yeah, that's it. Big bushy beard.
What is that from, though?
Oh, that's from Hot Fuzz.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Every time I think about a beard, I go, oh, a big bushy beard.
Big bushy beard.
And I can never remember where it's from.
Yeah. Hot Fuzz,
Hot Fuzz.
Yeah. Anybody like ice cream? Another quotable film. Hot
It is,
Fuzz.
yeah, very, very quotable.
Yeah, that's another one.
Well, for context, Shaun sent me a little a reel on Instagram earlier today with Afternoon Delight from Anchorman.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the caption above it says, "Send this to your friend with no context." You don't need context.
No,
for
you don't
that.
need context for Anchorman.
No,
it's just Anchorman.
It's just Anchorman. Yeah. As soon as it came on, I was like, "Afternoon Delight."
Yeah. And then you try doing the harmonies. Afternoon Delight. I think you guys really got it. Oh, Afternoon Delight.
So good.
Oh, yeah.
Infinitely quotable.
Infinitely.
And like you say, it was the meme before memes.
Yeah, oh yeah. before Instagram memes were a thing, you would just quote Anchorman to your mates.
Yeah.
You know, how many times we ever said, "Oh, you know, that escalated quickly. Things got really out of hand fast," and it was just somebody's falling over. You know,
just randomly going, "I love lamp."
Yeah. Yeah. Or walking around with a grenade in your hand, you know, in a parking lot for no reason.
For no reason.
So yeah, this Viking festival.
Yeah, let's get back on track here.
Let's trail back. So yeah, me and Dad dressed up. Lots of stalls around.
Yeah.
So there was, you know, some archery, some axe throwing, obviously aimed at kiddies.
Yeah.
You know, but me and Dad had a go. I smashed Dad at the archery. Sorry, Dad, I know it was your birthday. I tried to miss, but I kept getting it in the red. And the last one went dead centre. Dad was missing all over the place. I was like, put your glasses on, old git.
So, right, just on a little side question here.
Yeah.
Right, you go on a first date.
Yeah.
And you take your date to somewhere like bowling, or you're going to play darts, you're going to play pool, snooker, whatever. You're just going on a little bit of a sport adjacent type of date.
Axe throwing.
Yes. Are you the sort of person who plays to win, or do you let them win?
Oh, I'd play to look, as long as I looked good. So if I got a couple of centres and went, go on then, that looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, and then I'd be like, and then it'd be, oh, I'm not very good at this. Oh, you'll be great. Just give it a shot. Go on. I'm the supportive type, but yeah, I'll still win. Yeah. Are you the same?
I think so. It's I'm not
purposefully going to lose at bowling. I'm not going to throw the ball down the gutter.
No.
So the girl can win. Nah, sorry.
Yeah, and I'm not like that. And people, you know, if Sherry listens to this, she might disagree, but I don't think I'm particularly competitive.
No.
But
I was saying you haven't got a competitive soul.
But that's not true.
Because you are in it to win it.
I'm very relaxed. I'm not a sore loser.
No, of course.
And I'm not a sore winner either. Like if I win, great.
You're not Sheldon Cooper.
Yeah, if I lose, well, it's fine. You were better than me. It doesn't matter. I'm not complaining.
Still fun.
I enjoyed it. It was great. But in the moment, whilst we're playing,
oh yeah, the blood's pumping.
I'll be doing my best.
Yeah.
So when you see how bad I am, just be sure I put 100% effort into being that bad.
And that'll mean more to me as long as you put the effort in. I don't want none of this half-assed axe throwing.
Yeah, of course. I was pretty good at axe throwing.
There you go. We'd have to go sometime. There's a great place in Southampton.
Yeah,
I've been there.
Let's do it.
Yeah, boys' day out.
Yeah.
Yeah, write that in your notes. Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh, and go axe throwing as well.
Dear Stan.
Yeah, and then we did axe throwing and I beat Dad at that as well. Anyway, then we there's loads of stalls, people making stuff in front of you, wooden stuff. There's stalls. There was actually like a blacksmith there.
Oh, that's cool.
And you could obviously pay some money to go in and do some blacksmithing within.
Did you do it?
No, the queue was quite big.
Have you ever blacksmithed?
No, but I know you have.
Yes.
And the first thing I said to Dad was, Jamie Barton's done that. And I really want to have a go.
You will love it.
I'll say now, I was already sweltering in my get-up.
Yeah.
And then if I had to go under that canvas thing and be next to a hot fire in Anvil, I'd probably faint. So it was a good choice me not going in there. But it looked amazing. And the blacksmith, he looked like Hodor from Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But, and the girl even said, he looks menacing and massive. He's soft as shite.
Yeah.
And he's the most kind, gentle blacksmith you've ever met in your life. Because my granddad and my great-granddad were blacksmiths, but they were like, hard. You walk down there in the morning to do blacksmithing and you pound that till you die.
I can't believe that you have got smithies in your family and you've never done it.
My granddad ain't no smithy anymore. Obviously, he was working for the council when I was born. It's all changed. It's all changed, isn't it? The village where they used to live, there's not even a blacksmith there now. Same as every village. What are they all called? The Old Forge.
Yeah.
It's just somebody's blasted cottage called the Old Forge. You like that?
I was just going to say, you must have delivered...
millions.
Blacksmith cottage, Old Forge.
Yeah. Forges Rescue, whatever it is. Yeah, loads of it. It's annoying.
That is actually a job, an old world job, which I would have thrived in.
Oh, I would have loved to have done it.
Absolutely.
Loved it. Because they, it's not just the horseshoes and all these little things they made. It's like, oh yeah, he crafted this chainmail armour.
Yeah.
And you could pick it up.
You could do that, yeah.
I picked it up and it weighed a ton. And I thought the ringlets were so small. And they were like, yeah, he made every one of them.
Yeah.
Legit. And I was like that. You're kidding me. Like, I was blown away by watching him, and then we went to the mead hall, and Dad tried mead for the first time. There is a photo. I will probably post it on this episode's real release. Oh, I fell in love with it because they had a sparkling mead there as well.
Okay.
And it was like a honeyed cider.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was quite sweet.
I've never had mead.
Oh, very strong.
Yeah, I've heard it's strong.
Very nice. It's
the monks don't mess around.
The monks do not mess around. I was driving, so I only had one of these sparkling ones, but Dad kept going back for more, and even brought a bottle of the liqueur mead, which is like the real mead that they make. Yeah. It's more like a flat ale mixed with whiskey. It's really weird, but I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's not everybody's cup of tea. My brother prefers a pint. And lager, whereas I actually like mead and ales and stuff like that. Yeah, that was really, really nice. I can't remember what they're called for the life of me, but the one we tried was called Seashore.
Yeah.
And then they had stuff like Loki and Thor's hammer and anvil and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That was really nice. Watched a couple of reenactments. That was really cool.
Yeah.
It was funny. All the people were dressed up. They must have been absolutely sweating. You got the tall blokes who have the shaved heads, muscles. They've got the war paint on. And Dad was like, oh, I saw him in Sainsbury's yesterday when I come up to see Nan and Grandad. And he was wearing that gear because obviously it was over all weekend.
Oh, okay.
So he was like, oh, he's popped to Sainsbury's for some grub because obviously they camp there overnight. And obviously when they obviously drink and eat at night with everybody and it's all a laugh and stuff like that. We saw like a wedding in the wood. And there's a video of that, which I'll send you later.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't know if it was binding or not because they said the right words, but I was like, because this is all like get up, are they actually married?
It depends on if they're being officiated.
Yeah, officiated or whatever. I'm not too sure how it worked, but it seemed it was a long process.
Yeah.
And they made it all Viking-y because the bride had her Vikings, and then when the male walked down, they all obviously stood to and were like ready to fight in this little wood in the middle of a field that everybody crammed into because it was the only shade there.
Yeah.
That was really cool. You could have done stuff like falconry, but you've got to pay extra for these little things. Everything else you had to pay for. Weaving workshops, calligraphy. They didn't have the hot poke tattoo thing. Now I would have actually got a tattoo if I could find it, but it was also so hot. I was like, I'm on the verge of not being very well in this heat. So if somebody starts, hammering a tattoo into me, that might be the end of me. Did all that. Very cool. Like the pictures I sent you, the wood carvings.
Yeah.
There were loads of them dotted round, and like one bloke who was actually on site made it all.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it was phenomenal, fantastic. Not as big as I thought it would be, but then I think what happens is you have the Saturday during the day, and they really want you to pay to camp overnight in the other field that's behind. So of course then they get the sort of cabin thing, the big long cabin going with the fire and the food, and everybody has a drink and you meet people, and then you stagger off back to your tent to do it all the next day. But we only went on the Sunday. And then I'm going to end on a bit of a downer though.
Oh no.
On this Viking festival.
Go on.
Because we paid to do fire walking.
Right.
Walking across hot coals. Me, Dad, my brother and his missus. And our time, it didn't say anything about it. It was like, oh, come and experience fire walking on the little internet sort of blurb about it. Great. Paid for that. Quite a bit of money, might I add.
Mm.
Your slot's 5 o'clock. Great. Found the board. If you're doing fire walking, be here at 3:30. And I was like, right, so that's already an hour and a half before 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we sort of had to get back because, my brother had his little in to get back for, I hadn't been home all day. I needed to get home and, walk the dog and all this sort of stuff. It was, I didn't want to get home like 9 o'clock at night. So I walks in there and they haven't even built the fire yet. And I was like, are we building the fire then? And then they invited us round, and they had a little sort of thing about it being a journey, and people, getting emotional about it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a big thing for people. And I was like, no, I just wanted to take my shoes off and
run
across some coals and then go home. I paid money, but I don't want like this sort of vibe.
Yeah.
And me and Dad looked at each other. Anyway, so we all were given a plank of wood, and then we had to like build this pyre. And the first thing I think was, if you've ever built fires, people, you want a fire to burn for ages.
Yeah.
You keep it together and you build it up. Yeah. You want it to burn down quick. You spread it out. Anyway, they built basically a pyre, so it was all compacted. And I said to Dad, that's going to take hours to burn down to coals. Anyway, they set it up, lit it. Some woman next to us, I mean, bless this girl, she was dressed up as well. She must have stayed over on Saturday. She was like praying while they were doing this talking, looking at the fire, because they wanted it to be like this existential, spiritual experience. But because the fire was taking so long, he kept getting members of his team, because they all had sore throats because they had got too pissed the night before, to come up and give like one of their stories about how this fire walking events team saved their life or something.
Right.
And I was a bit like, right, so what you've essentially done is, it's already 6 o'clock at this point, by the way. So our fire walking session was at 5.
Yes.
And my brother's gone as well, because he said, we got to get back. The fire's only just been lit, but we got to go.
Yeah.
And I said to my dad, right, we've basically been invited into an AA meeting here. and then they got us to all like stand up and do some like sort of moving games, like robots, like amateur acting stuff. And I was like, is this a spiritual fun and games college? Like, I could see some of the other dads there, like the sort of older blokes, a bit like me and Dad, sort of just looking around being like, what's going on?
Yeah, right.
Like, this was not in the job description. And then it got to 6:30. The fire was still burning like buggery, and they were going on and on and on. And I looked at Dad, and then they were getting people to get up from our little circle of people and like dance around the fire and stuff like that. And me and Dad looked at each other. I was just like, I'm going to go check the time, 6:45. And I was like, no, I can't stay. Can't stay, because they told us 5 o'clock. And I think the blokes who run it, I mean, bless them, some people must really enjoy that kind of thing. But it's not for me. I booked for 5 o'clock. So in my little head, I'm walking over fire at 5 o'clock. Not 9 o'clock at night when the fire's... Because they kept pushing the fire back together. Instead of letting it separate and cool down, they kept shoveling it back on so that it burned for ages. And by the time every single one of the staff members had a go of talking about their little stories and where they come from and stuff, and I was like, this isn't even Viking related. This is just some weird...
Yeah, some spiritual also ran. Yeah,
and like this one worker, she'd had a really, really bad time of it. I mean, she's only 19, so what happened in her life in her nice short 19 years? I was like, yeah, some people have a really crap time in their first years of their life. Like, I get it, but you said you was in a crap situation, but you didn't want to leave, so there was a choice to leave.
Yeah.
So in my eyes, I'm like, already, where do I need to hear this? If you wanted help to leave, you would have got it. But the fire walking saved her life, and she left this crap situation. Now she works for these people. I looked at my phone. I said to Dad, it's 7:15. We're going. And everybody was talking, and it was a quiet moment. We just got up and buggered off. Do you know what? It was 50 quid each.
50 quid.
And we sat there for 3.5 hours nearly, just listening to people talk while this bloody fire was burning away. And I said to my dad, I bet nobody walks across that. I bet half of them leave, because they need to get their kiddies home.
Yeah.
There were kids there. And I bet the fire didn't even burn down till 9, 10 o'clock. So Dad was really gutted about that.
Yeah, I bet.
Really gutted. But on a lighter note, we dressed up. We had a great day. He got some war paint done, and he loved it. We spoke to everybody. There were some reenactors who did like the settlement village reenactment, and they're sort of closed off in their bit with the official tents and the fire going all day, even though it's boiling. And all like this old woman's weaving cloves and stuff like that. Talking to them for ages. Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Like the whole day itself was awesome. Really, really enjoyed it. Although as soon as I got back to the car, I took all of me globber off.
Yeah, I bet.
I was sweltering. And I had shorts on, but these fur wraps round my leg, and you wouldn't believe how hot they were.
Well, that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's winter gear.
Yeah, well, it were, yeah. But I did not understand how hot it would be. But yeah, very enjoyable. I hope my dad enjoyed it anyway, bar that last little hiccup.
Yeah.
The main story was how crap the last bit was, but it's just really weird to me.
Yeah, it's really
Because you think they would say when you walk in, just to let you know, this is going to take 5. There was no sort of this is going to take 5 hours.
Yeah.
If you can't stay that long, please feel free to leave. Sorry, we'll give you your money back. No, just this. Welcome to our experience. Here's all of our, AA people, or FA, Fire Anonymous people, and their stories and how they're now working for me. They do corporate events. I'm like that. If somebody said to me, right, we're going team building for a day, we're going to do some firewalking. By the way, get up at 5 and you'll be home at midnight.
What they probably would have done is ordinarily set the fire up, just got it so it's the coals are hot,
and then just got people in.
Rake them out into shape, and then just go, right, let's go.
Yeah.
And it probably takes an hour to get set up.
Yeah, with your health and safety and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just a weird thing, that last thing. But we're going to go next year, and we might camp. So we're going to go on the Saturday and stay over.
So then, if you did want to do the firewalking next time, you'd actually have the time to do it.
But I don't want to sit through all that.
Yeah,
I don't think we're going to do that again.
Probably not. But you might do some of the other stuff that you.
This is it, yeah. Because on a Saturday night, the bloke who does all the wood carvings, he made a ship to be burnt. So the firewalking people are obviously fire trained. So they got them to set the fire to burn the ship, and everybody had a drink, and it was all quite nice. Now I would like that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So I think next year we're going to go on the Saturday, maybe stay over, have a little look round Sunday, but nothing will really change.
Yeah.
And then we'll sort of go, save it up, yeah. Let's chip off then.
Yeah.
Because we've had a great day Saturday. Yeah. So that was the Valhalla Viking Festival at Basingstoke, Dummer.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool. Dressing up was sweet. I love taking me sword. I thought they'd take it off me, but it's only LARP. It's on really thick foam.
Yeah.
So it's like getting hit with a toy cricket bat or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I did hit anybody with it.
Yeah.
But great to walk around with that. I stood there with my hand on the hilt, just like talking to people, as if I was actually in Game of Thrones. Do you know what I mean?
Or Vikings. I used to be an adventurer like you.
Till I took an arrow to the knee. Yeah, I said that to one bloke. He cracked right up. I don't know if he was just a punter or somebody who worked there or not. But yeah, great time. Right, I'm gonna move away from the Viking thing now. I've got a few more gripes to get through.
Let's do it. We love a little rant, a little gripe.
Love a little gripe. Now it's been really hot, innit? So where do I take the dog when it's really hot? She's a spaniel covered in fur.
Obviously, you take it to the sun, right?
Take her straight to the core of the sun.
To an open field.
Well, I try and take her for a swim.
Yes.
As any, I've always done it with all my dogs. Suddenly, this year, because I normally stay within our little hometown to do this, I know quite a few nice spots. However, I have been inundated with teenagers using the riverways, which, by the way, for any teenagers listening, it's dirty water. So I hope you've all had your jabs, because using it like a swimming pool ain't good for you.
No.
Because even though it's running water, yes, it's running water, there's the water bit I'm on about specifically at Rooksbury Mill, there's a sewage pipe just round the bend.
Oh, okay. So,
and and even though it says it's not actual sewage, there's still something going into the river.
Yeah, there's a good chance in there.
And you're playing in it. So my poor dog can't have a swim because she doesn't like people being around her.
Yeah. That's fair. I understand that.
Yeah. I mean, granted they were there first. Have a fun play, I bet you've been here since 6 a.m. because it's summer holidays, nobody's got any money, and your mum and dad's still got to work. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Instead of going swimming in a swimming pool like normal people would, you're going to play in a dirty river. I get it. All right.
Why not?
Why not, indeed. But then there's a new trend now, isn't there? So not only are kids in and out all of the water that I want to let the dog have a cool off in, and I can't say, lads, give us 5 minutes here with the dog, will you? Because they're swearing like buggery, more than I do.
And I know your dog hates swearing.
Yeah. Georgie hates it. Do you know what I mean? And what would they do? They could just sit there and say no.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like that. Oh, come on, dog. We'll go find another little bit. Now they're fishing in non-fishing areas without a permit, might I add.
Oh.
Now, I'm all for kids being kids, right?
Yeah.
And I'm on about a bit of string attached to a stick, having a bit of kiddie funny. But these kids have got their dad's old rods. They're putting lumps of bread on the end, and they're just fishing in the river bits around the lakes and stuff. But these aren't actual certified fishing spots. And I can tell you now, none of them got permit, because dads are just going, I've got to work today. You want to go down there and fish? Go on, 5 hours at least. See you later.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? Yeah. Why? Because not only is you're not actually using the water, so my dog could go for a swim, but she can't go for a swim because you're casting a line into the middle of nowhere where there's no fish, and my dog's going to obviously get tangled up in it, or she's going to get silly because there's a kid messing around. And like, I shouldn't have a gripe about it, because fair play to them. They're staying busy, they're staying cool in the water. You know, I'm all for that. But surely there's a point where somebody goes, you know what I'll do, son? I'll take you to a proper fishing lake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll get us a day's fishing pass from the council. It's cheap. I've got the gear. We'll just go and have a day's fishing. Or, here's a tenner. Go swimming with your mates.
Yeah.
Get the bus to Romsey and spend the day at Romsey is 20 quid or whatever. You know, I know it's pricey, but what's happening is they're swearing up hell. There's rubbish everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, there's crap music playing because they all, for some reason, they all want to listen to music I've never even heard of before.
Yeah, how dare they?
How dare they enjoy their genre of music? And of course, and then I feel bad because my dog's panting like hell, and I've got to take her to the crappiest bit of water, and she's just going to have about 10 minutes in there because because it stinks, because it's not running or something. And you just like, oh, come on, just for one day in the heat, let's just, you know, just kindly fuck off. Take your Hovis bread and your dad's old rod and bugger off, you know, to the bit where there's actually fish, because there's no fish up here. Do you want to know why? Because it's too close to the pipe pushing the crap in the water. They're not dumb. Oh my god. Yeah, it shouldn't wind me up so much, and I know it shouldn't. And I know people will go, oh, Shaun, that's horrible. Let the kids have fun. Yeah, I used to have fun down the lakes. But if I saw somebody with a dog, I've always been taught, oh, right, let's move out of the way. I'm only paddling my feet. Let your dog go in so it can have a proper splash and that, and I'll just go and, you know, I'll bugger off till you're gone, mate. All right. And any decent person with a dog would walk back up the hill and go, oh, thanks very much for that, lads. You know, it's free down there now if you want to get back in.
Yeah.
But there's none of that, because the generation now, they walk over the bridge, and this is true, I've heard it today, and they go, oh, who's playing in the water then? And then just go, oh, no, it's just a fucking dog in there, isn't it?
Oh.
And I'm stood there like that, still in my work gear, I'm like that. I'm sorry? It's not your river, you absolute bellend. I'm like that. Come down here and I'll shove my ball thrower up your arse. You know, strutting around. Looking like Russell from Deadpool 2, that's his bloody name. Anyway, sorry to go on. Kids can be kids, but there's a time and a place to not be absolute knobs. All right. It's just only because I care about my dog. I just wanted to have a swim to cool off.
Of course, that's important, isn't it?
Yeah, you know. And I know a lot of dog owners don't like their dogs to get wet and stinky, but I don't mind the dog getting wet and stinky because I can see that she's physically cooled down a little bit, which is good. We live in an old townhouse. It's sweltering in there.
Yeah.
You know, it was built in the 30s. There's no insulation that works these days for it. So yeah, that's why. My next gripe is a game gripe. And I said a bit about this to you yesterday, didn't I? We'll have a little game section, shall we?
Yeah. Let's do it.
And I'll start with Starfield.
Well, let's just say yesterday I messaged you and said I'm just downloading Starfield because glowing review after glowing review. I love this. I love it. I thought I'm going to re-download it and I'm going to play it.
Yeah.
And then you sent back, I'm going to have a rant about this tomorrow.
Only about one specific thing.
Yeah.
The game itself I love, and I'm glad you're re-downloading it.
Yeah.
I'm happy with my wife on there. You know, happy wife, happy life. She
Yeah.
goes with me everywhere, carries all my shit for me.
Brilliant.
Absolutely love it. I'm like that. I'm over encumbered. ER girl, take all of that, will you?
Yeah.
Love the guns. Got really used to the combat. I've got used to everything now. I've got used to everything bar making outposts to mine for stuff to send somewhere else.
Right.
Here we go. Got a mission.
Okay.
Send cobalt to Mars.
Right.
Yeah.
Easy
great.
peasy, right?
Yeah, you'd think, I just need a ship. Can I transfer it myself? No, you need to build an automated service through the outpost building thing to send cobalt to Mars. Right. I'm a smart guy. A couple of YouTube vids just to get me going. And then I was like, right, I don't need to watch anymore. I get it. Typical Fallout Bethesda, base building mechanics. All right. Build me base. Got me cobalt extractors going. The cobalt's going into a storage unit. Great. I got some people to work on the thing because it boosts efficiency, apparently. I haven't seen it boost efficiency. But then this is Bethesda with the biggest map known to man. I'm pretty sure there's bugs somewhere. Okay. That's all done. Set up a outer system cargo link, which is very hard to do because there's 2 cargo links in the build menu, and one of them's for in-system only.
Okay.
And the other one is you can go outside of the system you're in to send stuff to this thing. So I was like, I need that because I'm not in where Mars is, I'm somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I need to send this to Mars. Need an outer system one, great. Set it up. Why aren't it doing anything? I've connected all the tubes up because you have to connect tubes to it to say, put the cobalt from this storage into that storage so the ship will take it away.
Yeah.
You see where I'm going? You got all this to come, baby. Why aren't it going? The little blue diamond to say that I need to do something is just fixed on this canister on the landing pad for the cargo ship.
Right.
Needs 5 helium to work. Helium-3, the rocket fuel.
Yeah.
Right, well, there's none here. So either I manually put helium-3 in there, which is going to run out pretty sharpish, because every run only does so much cobalt, and it needs to probably do about 30 runs.
Yeah.
Just because I haven't got like a million extractors on the go. It needed 620, but I'm only producing like 50 a time. So that's quite a lot of helium-3. So I thought, you know what I'll do? There is actual helium-3 deposits on the planet I'm on. I will go and start another quick outpost to mine for helium-3 and then use the inter-system one to send it from that side of the planet to the other side of the planet. Simple, right?
Easy peasy.
And then you link the helium that brings over up to the one to go out of system. Did it all. Did it perfectly. Took me ages. Because I finished Brad's night, as some of you may have seen. I finished the night, so I thought I'll have some downtime before I start my next Warhammer project. Did it work? Did it buggery? Honestly, the cargo ship for the inter-system, the one from the same planet, came down, the helium-3 vanished into thin air. The ship on the outer system landing pad took off with all my cobalt, did the mission update to said that they had got so much out of 620 cobalt. No, it bloody didn't. Flew to Mars. Check the little board you got to check.
Yeah.
It is all connected. Lovely. Flew back, which is about 2 minutes a time, because it's quite quick to fast travel to places. I'll give Starfield that. It's quick to get around.
Yeah.
And then, lo and behold, the diamond's on the thing again for more helium. And I'm like, but my outpost can't do it that quick. And then the final straw is when you messaged me. The ship that actually went to Mars never came back. So the game's supposed to sort of just show ships dropping and going off again. And you think, okay, and that's when it would go up. So not only did the cobalt thing go up, so Mars has nicked my cobalt for nothing. And also they've apparently stolen my cargo ship with all the cobalt on because it's not coming back. And I saved it, reloaded the game, because I saw on a few Reddito pages that there are bugs with missions like these.
Yeah.
And I was like, I hope it's not me, because I've just spent a good couple of hours doing this, and it's going to really tick me over the edge when I need to go to sleep, and I just wanted to get it done. Because it didn't help, because I was right near bedtime, and I was like, I've done it. And then it didn't work. So you're like that.
Frustrating.
Yeah. So, I ended up scrapping it. I deleted the mission. I've kept the outpost, but I deleted that mission because I was like, absolute bullcrap. I ended up doing a bit of, a little bit of snatch. Do you know what nemesis means?
Yeah.
Like looking at the TV screen, just like brick top with me glasses on. And then of course you messaged me, and I wanted to be like, mate, yes, please get it. It's so good, but my inner Wolverine was just like that. Don't. But yeah, that's my gripe done. The rest of the game, pretty good. The little storylines that are going on, I'm enjoying.
Yeah.
I did one mission, and I won't spoil it too much, but I'm essentially Batman.
Right.
All right.
You're a masked vigilante.
Kinda. Not Batman. What's the guy off of Watchmen? Is it the Owl? Owl Boy with the owl spaceship? No, but yeah. So it's a bit like that. There's a big mission. All right. It's a big mission and a lot of fighting, and you're sort of like, oh, okay. And then at the end, you get a couple of free items, and you're like, oh, I get it. I was technically building up to this thing. Okay, great. So like the missions like that, absolutely loving.
Yeah.
And I've got a few ships now. I sold a couple of crap ships. I became like a ranger. Like
Right.
I'm not a deputy anymore. I'm like a sheriff. And they give you this massive ship, and it solves all of your cargo worries.
Oh, okay.
Solves all of your fighting worries, because I was having these fights in space and I was dying all the time. But do you know what? Getting this better ship, you're like that. Now I'm decimating. So
Yeah.
it makes sense that you. But the game don't tell you you've got to upgrade your ships. It doesn't say, oh, you're going to die loads in space if you don't get a million better guns.
Yeah.
So getting this free ship from doing a couple of missions, I was like, banging.
That's what
Absolutely banging. I needed this ship from the bloody beginning. So thank you very much. But very enjoyable, and I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, I will try and get back into it. I've got still Daisy always
Yeah,
in the background,
yeah,
so I can die lots of times on that.
yeah.
I've got Fallout 76, which
Yeah, how are you getting on with that?
it looks great.
It's a great looking game, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm running around. I've not gone too far yet, but I've had a fight with a few ghouls.
Yeah,
And everything was going fine, and then all of a sudden there was somebody there, like there was another real person there.
yeah, because it's server based.
Yeah, and I'm like, I knew they were going to be about,
Yeah,
but they're like right there. And then I just had one person follow me around in their power armor. I'm like, I don't want to talk to you.
yeah,
I'm just here. I'm just starting. I just want to go and explore. I want to find some guns.
yeah,
I want to find some better armor. I want to do some upgrading. I want to do some scrapping,
yeah,
and then I'll fight some baddies, and then I'll just keep moving.
yeah.
But
See,
no.
it's annoying because that's not even an NPC. That's a real person going, oh, I'm just going to follow this noob around.
Yeah,
And you're just like that, mate, please.
I could have jumped in some power armor
Yeah.
myself. You get it quite quickly.
Oh, yeah,
It's available.
Yeah.
And so I was just
That's the trouble with server-based games. It was different when I played it years ago because, like I said to you in my message, it's all changed now. There's a lot more human NPC elements in it now. They've sort of gone, oh, nobody really liked it, just being robots, and literally the only humans were you and this other server people.
Yeah,
Even though I loved it.
which I think could work, but I just thought there was going to be a bit more time to get you up to speed to kind of go, right, this is what you need to do. Like, we're going to show you how to build your camp,
Yeah.
and we're going to show you how to do this. And there is elements of that. So like, I've crafted, I've cooked,
Yeah.
I've boiled water and all sorts of stuff. But the other people do turn up quite quickly, and some of them have got their camps set up literally at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah. And
From
that's
the
the
vault.
server, see? They should
Yeah.
have a designated server for new starters.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Because these people have obviously set up camp there because they've been playing it a little while, and they've gone, the best weather is by the vault,
yeah.
so you're not getting acid rain or anything
Oh,
like that.
okay, yeah.
You know, the best, there's no enemies around, so we can travel to and from without worry about them attacking the base, sort of thing. Yeah, it's all very much. That was the only downside.
Yeah, you get nuclear blasts happen every now and then.
Yeah.
but not near the start, which is where I am by the looks of it. So that's not so bad. I have done a little mission, a couple of missions, which were nice. And one thing I thought was interesting is when you go to leave the vault, you can decide whether you want to start at level 1, as you should, or level 20. And then you just pick up all the perks on the way.
Oh, yeah,
So
I think
so
this is what I mean. They've upgraded it. It's a bit like Destiny. Do you remember when they did that for Destiny 2?
Okay.
And because because they've brought so much into the server, and because obviously so many people play it now, this is the trouble. That, like you say, there's nukes going off, there's people running around in power armor.
Yeah.
Because there are no designated newbie servers. If you have friendly fire on, somebody's just killing you for a laugh the second you walk down from the vault. So I think maybe that's why, because then you can be like, oh, at least you got a bit of a chance. The trouble with server-based games, absolutely.
That's one of the issues. There is a way to get around it.
Okay.
But it costs £99 a year.
What to own a server?
If you were to sign up to their little premium package, it's called Fallout First.
Okay.
And it comes with all perks and whatever. But one of the perks is the ability to be in a private server.
Oh, that would be good.
So you and your mates can jump in there.
And nobody else.
And you can just run around. You can do the missions you need to do. You can do co-op stuff. You can do all this.
Yeah.
Without these random people
ruining it almost.
Getting in the way, yeah. Because I think there's probably going to be enough missions in there to do.
Oh, mate, there's so many missions.
But if you've also got to contend with just
people in front of you,
I don't want them.
Yeah.
So it kind of puts me off. I like the look of the game, and I like how it's going so far, except for other people.
It's a shame there wasn't a solo option. But the one bonus about the server thing is when they do these sort of raid events, and they're like, oh, there's a super boss happening in this area in 5 minutes, and when you're a bit further into the game, you go, oh, great rewards from that. It's level 100.
Yeah,
I'm going to go and smash the crap out of that, and I'm going to take some good guns from this, or I'm going to take loads of bottle caps or whatever you need, rad away or whatever. It's all free.
Yeah,
because you get rewards based on how hard it is. And when you get there, if you're on a good server, because there's 20 people in a server, all of the people with you are the same. Obviously, when I was there, I was quite high level. So I'm there with my power armour. And there's all these other dudes with their customised painted power armour. And it's actually, and I'll give them their due, it's quite a sight, when it doesn't lag, because it can be quite laggy in the server. But when it doesn't lag and you're all taking down this super boss, and it visually, and you do feel a sense of, oh, that guy over there's got this cannon thing. Like, I can reload because he's firing that at the moment.
Yeah.
You know? And like, you're not talking to these people, but at the end, everybody's emojiing, thumbs up, you know, to say, oh, good job, everybody, good job.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's just all you people, and all you see all these different armours and people with different play styles, people crouching in the grass, but you see the health go down by quite a bit. You're like, your stealth's level 100, mate. Because that little silenced pistols just nearly took down that beast.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a sight to behold. And I was more lucky when I played because, like I say, there were less NPCs. The NPCs were actually robots because there's no humans left.
No.
That was the story when it was first released.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, and it worked really well because you found out lore through listening to people's diaries and stuff like that, and then you got missions from stuff. And yeah, and then to see these people, but most of the time when I played, me and my mate played co-op, old Maxie, and we build a base and do some stuff, but we wouldn't really see anybody else. We could do 20 missions over a weekend, and we'd only see one other person running around.
Really?
Because most people would spend their time killing these super raid bosses that would show up in each corner of the map, you know. But obviously the difference now is it's evolved to the point where they are everywhere.
Yeah.
And you're trying to play it properly, but you've got some dude just
following you around for no reason.
And you know, and what's going to happen as soon as he sees a monster, he's going to kill it. But because you're not in a party, you're not going to get any XP.
No, that's it. So you'll always be behind.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you can break away and do your own thing.
Yeah. The premium package sounds good, but £100 a year. That's a lot for a server.
Yeah. Then there's other bits as well. Like you've got the atomic shop, and you can get like various.
Oh, I love that though.
Stuff,
I actually put some. I'm ashamed to say I did put a few bits of money into that.
Yeah.
Especially for like paint designs on the armours and stuff like that, or costumes.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into that sort of thing, there's plenty there for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, if you're not bothered, like I'm not bothered, I'll take all the free stuff.
Yeah.
But then after that, it's like,
yeah.
Does it still work? Yeah. Does it look good? It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah. See, I was like that, but then I saw a proper Nuka-Cola fridge in the atomic shop, and I was like, do you know what I want at my base camp? I want a Nuka-Cola fridge.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
So
and why not?
Yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying it, though, for what it is.
Yeah.
It is a different Fallout game. But
it is, yeah.
my memory of it is loving it, but if I started it now with you, I'd probably go, it's not what I remember now. It's changed
maybe
too
it has
much.
changed, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But like I say, Destiny 2 did the same. I started that at level 1, we played it for a year, and now, if you start it now, you automatically start at level 100 or whatever it is.
Right.
Because there's just nowhere for level 1s to go.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? And I understood that when, as soon as it came up as an option, would you like to be a higher level?
Yeah.
I thought.
It's been out for a long time, though, as well.
I still went for level 1, though.
That's the fun of it, though. You want to be level 2 running up the little watchtowers, getting the XP for searching and doing the sort of recce with the binoculars.
Yeah.
You know, picking up the level 2 shotgun and going, I've actually found a gun with some bullets.
I've got tons of bullets.
Just no guns?
I've got guns.
Yeah.
I've got a 10mm pistol.
Nice.
I've already put one little upgrade on it, giving it a long barrel.
Yes, nice.
Because that's the only one that's available at the moment. Ridiculous amount of 10mm kicking about. Yeah. Ridiculous. And I've got a level 5 shotgun, but I'm not level 5 yet. Or no.
Yeah, you needed to be
short,
certain levels.
Sorry, it's the hunting rifle, but the short one.
Oh, where they've cut it off at the end. Yeah.
Which I'll hang on to because I know from playing Fallout 4, once you upgrade that, it becomes a sniper rifle and it's
deadly.
It's really good, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a bit of a road to get to that point.
Yeah. I love it, and I love as well the Appalachia radio with the girl talking.
Oh, okay.
Do you listen to it as you're running around?
I haven't turned it on, but I think if we had this discussion before.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Where I never have the radio on, even though I love the music. It's great music, but I never have it on because I just like to be able to listen to what's going on.
Yeah.
And there's always music in the background as well. There's ambient music everywhere.
Yeah. When you're climbing up the mountain and stuff, you know. Yeah. But it's funny because I used to listen to it, but then obviously when I was fighting, I turned the radio off.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, I need to concentrate.
Yeah.
Like, turn that mining music off. Go down the mine. Right, off. Right, get me guns out. Bang, 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 bang. Like them raid bosses I'm on about.
Yeah.
It's like 1 minute 30 to raid start time. And me and my mates would be like, ready up then. And I'm like, right, radio off. It's like, we mean business. It's morphing time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lovely radio though, and actually Fallout 76 I think as one of the best sort of song caches.
Right.
Because it's a bit different to obviously your other Fallouts. So
Yeah,
give it a listen if you just got some downtime. Say if you're base building, that's a good time to do it.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, I'll get round to that soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's, and then it's a shame though because you got it on there, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you can't play, if I downloaded it on my Xbox,
I can download it on the Xbox. It's not like I'm far away.
But it's your save that won't carry over.
No, it won't cross-platform. But I'm not that far into it. I can now speed run the initial vault.
Yeah.
Because I know what I need to do.
Yeah. Oh, because it's the sort of birthday event thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Reclamation Day.
That's it. Yeah. You will go out and populate Appalachia, which has no humans in it. Oh wait, the first town's got human NPCs in it now. Oh, the Brotherhood of Steel are everywhere. Oh, great.
So yeah. Anyway, I think that is about time for us.
Oh, I've gabbered on so much.
Can you believe it's been nearly an hour?
You are kidding me. I have spoken your ear off for nearly an hour.
It's been great.
Mate,
I love it.
I've missed you.
It's been some time. I've been able to sit here as a listener and enjoy it.
Them bloody kids in the river. I'm all for, but just a little disclaimer. I'm all for kids having a good time. You know, I'm glad they're outside and not on games.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're not glued to their phones. But you know, the swearing, getting in the way of everybody, all the old misers who need walking sticks, you're not moving out of the way for them.
Yeah.
Just an ounce of respect while you're doing the good stuff, please. But apart from that, Shauno, sounding off. Thank you very much. Good night.
Spatting off.
Spatting off, sounding off. Put me in the oven, I'm done.
Right. Well, it's been a pleasure listening to you.
An absolute pleasure to see your beautiful face, sir.
Oh, stop it, you. Look after yourself.
Be good.
And stay out of the sand.
I thought he was going to say walk out to the fallout, baby.
Walk out to the fallout. Oh yeah. See, this is what happens when I don't listen to the radio.